Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Mahaguru Yash Architecture Classes, and we've started our preparation for GATE 2021. And the small talk or the topic which we are going to discuss today is Kevin Lynn's 5 elements in an urban design. This topic comes under the urban design section 5, and this question has been recently asked in GATE 2020 and has been asked a multiple number of times in form of an MCQ or and match the columns. So Kevin Lynch describes a city is made up of 5 elements. According to him, a city is made up of a pathway, edge, district, node, and landmark. So this is how like these all make up a city, and we'll discuss each and every element separately. So starting with pathways. So pathways are generally just streets, sidewalks, trails, canals, railroads, or any other channel. They can be streets, walkways, transit lines, canals, or railroads. So pathway does not only mean it has to be a cemented or a asbestos road. It can be a road in a pathway in a forest. So so pathway just gives you a direction. So anything which gives you direction is will come under a pathway. It need not to be properly well maintained, or it has to be man-made. It can be self-generated as well. The movement, the flow of a river forms a shape. Even that creates a pathway. The next is edge. So edge are perceived boundaries. They can be a real boundary or can be a perceived boundary, or in fact they can be a natural boundary formed as well. So the boundaries can be walls, buildings, shorelines, curbstones, streets, and overpasses. These are linear elements which might make a difference between two subsequent places. So for in fact in the first picture you can see the mountain acting as an edge of a city. It's the outer periphery which creates a boundary for a city. And in the second photo, you can see the river or the shoreline or this riverfront development. So that riverfront across the system, across the city or across the water body, acts like an edge. It is dividing the water body from the man-made or the city. The next element is a district. So district is basically when similar kinds of uh, activities happen in a plot of area. So basically it has a similar characteristic style. For example, your CBDs. CBDs are central business districts. Those are districts because a single activity is being followed out, which is business. So your district could be for in that case it could be residential. On the basis of land uses they could be residential. In case your districts can be formed on the basis of textures or colors. If you see the city of Jodhpur or Jaipur, you could see those colored walls, so that could define your districts. In tech, you can also look at textures, as in when you see the map, for you see a satellite image, if you see a lot of small grains and you see a lot footprints, the small grains could make a one district, and for sure they will have some kind of similar activities going on with them. You could also see the architectural style of that district could also be same. That separates your old city and the new city because the architectural style is being different. That's the urban fabric. You could look into Barcelona. It has square shaped districts all over it, and you could see that everything is very much similar. You could not find difference between any two districts because they are very such symmetrical have been designed. So districts can also act as a clear edge or distance differencing between two opposite land uses. The next is nodes. So nodes are basically strategic or foci points where when you are traveling. So basically junctions or chaurahas acts as nodes. The last is a landmark. So landmarks are nothing you could buy it by the term itself. These are the point of references in a city. These are the important buildings, signs, stores, anything which have a unique or a special visual characteristics. Now we'll discuss like how we got to know that all these five make up a city. But something like some element can have a dual nature. They can act as two elements. For example, the first photo you could see is Arc de Triomphe. So Arc de Triomphe in Paris. So this can act as a node because it's a junction. Also, Arc de Triomphe is obviously a landmark situated in the center of the city. When you look at the second picture, it shows Eiffel Tower and the areas along it. So the Eiffel Tower area can act as one district. You can see how the urban fabric is very different, and the areas along the whole district of Eiffel Tower small, you can see similar architectural style and around that. So those can act differently. So here the Eiffel Tower is acting as an edge and a landmark. How is it as an edge? You can see all the trees being lined along that district. So hence the row of trees is cutting the two districts, and in itself Eiffel Tower is a landmark. The next is pathway and edge. So you can see the Marine Drive of Mumbai. The seashore line is acting as an edge, but you also have a pathway running around it. So that acts as both a pathway and an edge. The last example for today would be St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. So obviously, St. Basilica is in itself a landmark, but due to its own architectural style of Renaissance, Baroque, and Rococo coming in, the texture and the urban fabric gets very much different from the building typologies along the district. That's why this is acting as a different district and a landmark. Similarly, in the case of Eiffel Tower, you can see this is acting as an edge. The trees act as an edge. Paris, the Eiffel Tower in itself is a district, is a landmark, and the whole area becomes a district as well. So guys, this is it for today. Other than that, I would like to tell you that I have recently launched my own book, The Gate Architecture and Planning 2021, which is available in Amazon in a Kindle friendly form. You would say that Kindle is very costly. You need not to say that, because Amazon has come up with its own Kindle app, which is free of cost. You could just download it, and one need not to go and carry tons of book here and there just for preparation. You have your book at an ease. With just a tap, you can prepare yourself anywhere. So this book basically has 30 years of 29 years of solved question papers. Along with this, we provide a picture book. A picture book consists of your 100 plus buildings with architects, a landscape handbook. You also get books and authors and Pritzker Prize award winners in a chronological order. So I'll leave the links of this book in the description box below. Do get one. I am also selling the architect's picture book separately as well, because one might find it difficult to handle a big book. So he needs a visual aid. So this book is a small 100-page book which will get you. You can see how are these pages in the Kindle would look like. You would see Le Corbusier's page. You've got 12 to 15 buildings with his photographs. Also, during landscape, visual aids are the best. That's why we've provided you with photographs, the plants or trees name with botanical name, which is being commonly asked during this exam. So do get this, buy this book and help yourselves. And thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, comment, and share my video. I'll be linking all the links in the description box below. You could read my book on issue as well, as a sample book. So thank you guys.